September 9, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Und damit Bam, Leute, und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Letztes Mal haben wir unsere finale Investigation abgeschlossen und den wahrscheinlichen Übeltäter Mr. Red White, den Fabulitastic, was er immer für ein Wort erfunden hat, CEO von Blue Corp, der tatsächlich jetzt vor Gericht aussagen wird, aber leider nur gegen uns. Naja, mal gucken, wie das so abläuft. Wir sind auf jeden Fall hier mit Maya. Das ist doch schön.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Ah, Phoenix, look.
Hi, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have to judge in it? What does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There is no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. Also ein bisschen hart, du. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed.
Huh? Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix?
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet, they're not.
I'll be defending myself.
What? Say what?
Ja, war doch klar. Warum auch immer das legal sein sollte, aber vielleicht ist es das ja auch. Mal gucken. Okay, let's do this. Kann ja nichts schief gehen. Und da sind wir.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this?
Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself.
Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime.
I see. The prosecution may call its witness.
That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Well, then go for it. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. Wright is a busy man. Mr. White is a busy man, not like you. And besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court.
Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor.
Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Da ist er. Der mir in die Cojones gehauen hat. Ja gut, nicht in die Cojones, aber es tut so weh. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh, bling! Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name? These two are great together. Maybe they're a couple too. Vielleicht hat er nicht nur was mit dem Grody Burger, sondern auch mit Edgeworth, wer weiß. So ein Love Triangle. Ja, ich schippe die drei jetzt. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Okay. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel at the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know?
Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony.
If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ja, weil es so ist. Also. Ho ho ho! Bling bling! I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
I do. I'll do it. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quite perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. I call a bullshit, Your Honor.
Agreed. Things occurred as you testify, and I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay. So. Ja, das ist korrekt. Reading some papers. Ja, was hast du denn Schönes gelesen? By the window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Code Law offices? Correct. That is the only window, you see. And there you are reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Okay. Na dann, erzähl mal weiter. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. Yeah, okay. It was when I saw a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. I call bullshit again. Spiky-haired? Wow. Super gemacht, Phoenix. Vielleicht hast du da was zu sagen. What it just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Oh, bling! Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wie das damit sich verhält, was jetzt ein gutes Ich kenne nicht mal das deutsche Wort für Eyesight. Was ein guter Sehwert. Ist das das deutsche Wort? Sehwert? Was auch immer.
I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good.
Hey, whose side is the charge on anyway? Es sind alle gegen dich immer, Phoenix. And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. Ist das so? What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fae off his phone? Irrelevant, that has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fae woman. He'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente.
Please, continue.
She ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprendere Mann! The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
So, the victim ran to the left. Da muss ich direkt mal kurz in das Record gucken, denn wir haben Miss Mays Testimony, die auch was dazu sagt. Dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Er sagt, sie rannte nach links. Eine Contradiction, würde ich sagen. Wait, right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. I have misheard. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did the witness... So he did the witness the... He did witness the killing? Warum hatte ich jetzt so Probleme mit dem Satz? Ich weiß es auch nicht. Wait a second.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court?
Ja, also sie würde nach links rennen, wenn Mr. White es von der anderen Richtung gesehen hätte. Also wenn er recht hat, dann und er scheint ja recht zu haben, wenn er sich sicher ist, würde ich sagen, beide sind korrekt. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel.
Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? in the law offices of Fay and Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. Ja, ich würde sagen, wir gehen direkt ab mit ganz blazing und sagen, er ist der Killer. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, he was watching from this point. To him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. This is where the killer was standing.
Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are your suggestions?
Rapscallion. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched.
Ho 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 ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more?
Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony.
Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Does he? She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? I hit her twice.
That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness' testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. So, I hit her twice. Lass mich doch direkt mal was nachgucken. Dieses erste Beweisstück lautet nämlich... Okay, nee. Der hat tatsächlich gar nichts damit zu tun. Ich dachte, da steht, dass es ein einziger Schlag wäre. Aber es steht nur, sie wurde von einem unbestimmten Schlag getroffen. Bam, bam. Okay. Ja, dann müssen wir mal ein bisschen gucken, was wir hier machen können. Was correct? Also was mein? Ja, das haben wir ja auch gesagt. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Okay. What do you mean first? First? That is what comes before you say next. Do you speak English, right? Da habe ich ein bisschen falsch vorgelesen, aber egal. Please sit back and relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then you hit her. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there is no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony.
Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Why is he mad at me? As for strength, you ran right. What do you mean next? Phoenix, come on, please. Next is what comes after first. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. Okay. finishing blow. Stop saying it was me. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing right? Nothing? May I continue? That is what Miss May saw. So each of you saw different parts. Absolutely, that's right, of course. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. Hit her twice. Ich glaube, ich muss trotzdem darauf irgendwie rumhacken. So you were watching both times. I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off of his face. Did he slip? Also ich bin mir immer noch sicher, es muss ja fast das Twice sein, aber from a blow by a blunt object. Das contradicted ja nicht, dass er zweimal gehittet wurde, sie. Glass shards. She ran to the right. What is cards? Sagt uns das noch irgendwas? Nee, ne? Ne, das wollte ich eigentlich nicht, aber gut, machen wir das nochmal. Das haben wir noch gar nicht. What do you mean by that? That is what I am about to explain. You Americans always so impatient. It does not become you. Hey buddy, you're an American too. Okay. Assaulted the girl, you went to the left, you hit her. That's what I saw. Next. With the last of her strength, she ran to the right. Chase and delivered the final blow. This is what's on Miss May. Es muss das sein, weil das ist so... Das ist so herausfordernd, dieses Statement. Es muss das sein. Ich mach's jetzt trotzdem, aber... Wenn es wirklich das ist, A Blow ist für mich nicht a Single Blow. Aber ich probiere es trotzdem mal mit dem. Es war richtig. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Die Cojones. Hit him zurück. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? You will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, quite.
The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we just want justice. Don't let him get away.
Alter, sind wir hier im Stadion oder was?
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony.
The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White.
Mr. White?
Oh, okay. The two accounts.
Überlegt.
Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then... she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwop!
Thwop indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. So. Also. When I heard that thing fall, was für ein Thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand. Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Oh, what? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad.
The witness will revise his testimony.
Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass light stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about that stand before? Why, me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. It's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Petrov is on the ropes.
Very well, the witness may continue his account.
Schwitzt auf jeden Fall. Schwitzt. Miss Mia ran to the left. Was ich aber nochmal gucken will, the glass light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Ich glaube, das kann nämlich gar nicht stimmen. Wir sehen die Floor Plans. Und ja gut, wir sehen... Ja nee, wir sehen nicht... Wir sehen nicht den Ständer. Der ist meine Hose. Okay, der war schlecht. Wir sehen nur hier so ein paar Blätter. Aber der Ständer ist eigentlich nicht zu sehen vom Fenster aus. Moment, warte mal. Okay. Ich press das einfach mal. Die Floorplans. Du kannst es gar nicht gesehen haben. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this.
These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity? Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fay Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah!
Mr. White?
Mr. White, You did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia.
Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What?
I forgot about Edgeworth.
Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Clever.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't! Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct? You're most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. Ah, that is when I saw that accursed light stand.
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is.
Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping.
Leave it to me.
I feel faint.
Da hatten wir ihn doch gerade. Mensch. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand.
So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over. By the sound?
Correct. That is right.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine.
What am I supposed to do now?
Good luck, Phoenix.
Ja, danke. So, it was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Right.
So I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints, several days old, were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he has already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. Wright, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. To place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That's when I saw this guy's light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous? Keine Ahnung, was das für ein Wort ist, Alter. As a light stand. The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess I made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Ach, das war's schon. Oh, irgendwas ist passiert. Don't take me, I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor. 9. Phoenix! Huh? Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia?
Never give up, Phoenix.
Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Hi!
Ah, you're finally awake.
Ah!
Hey, Phoenix! Gah? That is no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me.
You're... Maya?
Didn't you know the Fey women have strong physic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers.
So, Maya is channeling you, Mia?
That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you.
But...
We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You already won.
Huh?
You have that receipt in the court record, right?
Yeah, the one you wrote Maya on.
Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me.
So what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4.
September 4? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Whoa!
Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right. Receipt updated. The day of purchase... the date of purchase is the day before the murder. Alright, Let's do it.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you alright, Mr. Wright?
Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you.
But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
The Wiretapping. Ja gut, das ist immer noch das Gleiche. Ja, dann wollen wir mal unser Ass aus dem Ärmel packen. Und zwar... das hier. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder.
You see? Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fayencore law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry. This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Ja, wir können nicht noch einen weiteren Tag warten. Wir müssen das jetzt beenden. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied.
What?
The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
Oh, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. Then after Mia showed up and to help me and all. Ho ho ho, bling bling. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home?
Of course. Thank you for your time.
The witness will stay.
Mia?
Phoenix, read this note out loud.
Mia, what's this? Mia's memo. A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may?
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Okay. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list?
Mr. White, admit your guilt, right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press.
I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor.
Okay. That face. Well, that was easy.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial.
Hätten wir das von Tag 1 auf gemacht? Ja gut.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Not guilty! Woo!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae.
I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side.
I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risk a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live.
As long as you live.
My time here is running out.
Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long.
What? No! There's still so much to say.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
To Chief.
I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock.
The office?
I'll see you later.
Chief! Mia! September 9. Vane Law offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia.
I was kinda worried you might not.
Huh? Oh, of course I came.
Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia? Bah! You should see her face! Mia!
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya!
Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like you were her?
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you?
Maya, why are you here?
Because of this. See? Maya wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of... Huh?
She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. law offices, right?
And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty.
Wait, no. On second thoughts, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business.
You don't mind calling me you Nick, do you?
It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners.
You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now, but if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. Law Offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Oh.
Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right. Okay, Nick. Let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy, burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting.
Okay, wait up.
The end.
Und das, meine Damen und Herren, war's mit dieser Episode von Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. The Turnabout Sisters hieß es, glaube ich. Von daher, ich hoffe, euch hat der Fall gefallen. In der nächsten Folge schreiten wir dann weiter zur nächsten Episode. Was auch immer das sein wird. War jetzt immer noch recht einfach, dieser Fall. Aber das wird definitiv noch schwerer. Mal gucken. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr, was der nächste Fall ist, wenn ich so drüber nachdenke. Aber mir wird es sicher gleich wieder einfallen, wenn ich es sehe. Von daher, danke fürs Zuschauen. Und wir sehen uns zum nächsten Mal. Bis dahin, macht's gut, Leute. Und tschö.